Channel Your Inner Strength, Episode 6. Focus on what matters, aligning your energy and purpose. Welcome back to Channel Your Inner Strength podcast. My name is Rose, and I want to welcome you to this safe space with me today. I'm excited for you to be a part of this conversation with me today. My intentions for you on the journey through Channel Your Inner Strength podcast is to guide you to unlock your resilience, refocus your energy, and step into your full power. Each week, we explore actionable strategies, inspiring stories, and practical tools to help you reset your habits, refresh your perspective, and realign with your authentic self. Let's channel your inner strength together. Today, we're talking about focusing on what matters because your time, energy, and attention are some of the most valuable resources that you have. I'm so grateful you're here with me today because learning how to align your focus with your purpose can transform the way you live, work, and grow. In a world full of distractions, obligations, and competing priorities, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. My hope is that today's conversation helps you reconnect with your values, protect your energy, and intentionally focus on the things that brings you closer to the life you want to create. As your wellness and empowerment coach and a project executor, I help mission driven creatives and entrepreneurs get into clear action with aligned structure and organization. Stop spinning and start moving forward today. So many people are exhausted not because they're doing too little, they're exhausted because they're trying to do everything. Every opportunity, every idea, every expectation, and eventually we lose sight of what truly matters. Focus is not only about doing more, focus is about doing what matters most. This looks like focusing on what you can control. You control your thoughts, decisions, reactions, actions, and behaviors. Focus on loving yourself and taking care of yourself. Focus on calming the negativity within and without. Do not focus on what you cannot do. Do not focus on blame, shame, guilt, regret, and anger. Instead, focus on believing in yourself. You are whole and complete. Focus on being the best version of yourself and showing up as your authentic self. Before we go deeper into today's conversation, I'd like to share a section from the book Channeling Your Inner Strength that speaks to intentional focus and purposeful living. Channeling Your Inner Strength book, section title Focusing on What Matters. If you want to get things done and reach unimaginable places, you must learn to focus on the things that will get you there. Half the battle is believing, while the other half is being focused enough to put in the work to make it all happen. It's important to learn how to practice redirecting your focus onto the things that serves you and will get you exactly where you want to be. Distractions are very much real. Whether it is people telling you what they think should be important to focus on, or it's obstacles or barriers that are in the way to hinder you from acquiring your true aspirations. Distractions are everywhere. This could happen with something as small as a school project or as massive as planning and executing a business. Or it could even be planning a vacation. I have learned from my experiences that when you really set out to accomplish that dream that you are passionate about, it can be very hard because unexpected barriers, both internal and external, can pop out of nowhere. I am now able to view these barriers as a test to see how badly I really want to make something happen. When an obstacle completely derails me and makes it impossible for me to get back on track, it makes me think twice about whether it is worth fighting for or if I should let it go altogether. In this moment, I am able to determine the importance of what I am doing to decide to carry on or let it be. Through trial and error, I have also learned that I have to be prepared for the worst, but hope for the best. This means that I briefly examine the worst that could possibly happen and take notice and precautions, but I do not allow it to stop me from focusing on what I need to do. I used to prepare for the worst and continue to dwell on the worst, which instilled fear into me and distracted me from remaining focused. I find that this was chipping away slowly at my sense of belief in the possibility for the dream or idea to become a reality. Once I started practicing preparing for the worst, but always hoping for the best, my focus was able to be redirected onto being confident that things will be all right. And if they happen to not be, then I will cross that bridge and handle it when and if that situation presents itself. This way of thinking has allowed me to create a positive outlook on the events that are expected to happen in the future. By doing this, I am no longer blindsided easily by the unexpected, and I am able to be fully present in the moment. Now, I can focus solely on enjoying all of the good things that are currently happening in my life now, rather than worrying when something will go wrong. This has allowed me to believe in myself and develop a sense of courage to be strengthened immensely. Another disruptor of your focus are the dream crushers that I mentioned earlier in the book. As I have said before, the world wouldn't be as balanced without them. That being said, they have a huge advantage when it comes to shifting your focus from what matters, even if it's just for a moment. What's important to keep in mind is that you have the ability to always redirect yourself and your focus again if you get thrown off track. The way that I practice this is by telling myself to mind my own business. Yep, mind your business. Sometimes I just have to remind myself to stop focusing and worrying about other people's problems, thoughts, and or opinions. These things do matter. Don't get me wrong, but there will always be a time and place for that to be important. This means that when I have to focus on what's important to get things done, that is most definitely not the time to be focusing on anything else, but only the task at hand. I have to continue to keep my eyes on the prize in order to be able to successfully acquire my heart's deepest desires. Believing in yourself is key, but focusing and putting in the work is what truly gets things done. The entire world could be crumbling, and as long as you focus on what's necessary for you, it doesn't matter. You will get what you need to get done. Now ask yourselves, how do I set undivided focus and redirect myself when I get off track? What matters most in this season of my life? Where is my energy currently being spent? There was a season where I believed being busy meant being productive. My calendar was full. My to do list was endless. And on top of all of that, my progress felt scattered. I was moving constantly, however, not necessarily moving intentionally. Eventually, I realized something. Focus isn't about managing your time, it's about managing your attention. So, when I became intentional about what truly mattered, everything began changing for me. My energy improved, my decisions improved, my execution improved. I was able to focus on being the best version of myself, and in turn, I was honoring and respecting my true, authentic self. To honor yourself is to ensure that you have everything that you need to reach your fullest potential. This looks like you are taking the necessary steps to continue setting yourself up for future success. To respect yourself is to give yourself permission to have nothing to prove, nothing to protect, nothing to hide, and nothing to defend. Respecting yourself is giving yourself full permission to be your true, authentic self. Let's take a breath together. I want you to ask yourself, what deserves more of my attention in this moment? What no longer deserves access to my energy? These questions are super important because when you think about your attention, something has it. Whether you are intentionally pouring your intention there or not, something has your attention. And once you start looking at what no longer deserves access to your energy, then something else usually happens. Because then you have to prioritize what is important and what is not. So let's take a moment to talk about excuses. It's so vital that you do not focus on the excuses. One of my mentors once told me repeatedly for years that excuses only sound good to the ones who's making them. In other words, excuses are the explanations you tell to yourself and others about why you believe you cannot and will not get something done. Let me repeat that again. Excuses are the explanations you tell to yourself and others about why you believe you cannot and will not get something done. That took me a while to understand. I was like, huh? Make it make sense. So when I decided to stop explaining to myself and to others why I could not make something happen, my perspective on what I believe that I was truly capable of completely changed. It changed. Stop explaining why things cannot happen and focus on how you can make what you want actually happen. Let me say that again. Stop explaining why things cannot happen and focus on how you can make what you want actually happen. So, your action step for this week is to write down one thing that you would like to focus on for the week and one thing that you would like to release, and then make it happen. What is it that you want to focus on? And what is it that you would like to release? Feel free to share your response in the comment section down below. As human beings, we are really under celebrated. That is really the main core of my work, is reminding us how to be celebrated as humans. Due to this fact, we must celebrate ourselves, acknowledge ourselves, and validate our own selves before we expect it from anyone else. Celebrate, acknowledge, and validate. It's time to start providing yourself with what you need. You have always deserved it. Simply provide yourself with what you need. Blame, shame, guilt, regret, and anger has no power over you. This is especially true when you have decided that it will no longer have that kind of power over you. Provide yourself the gift of being intentional and deliberate with your focus. Once you do this, you will begin to experience, discover, and rediscover the best version of yourself. It's time to start the journey back to yourself. If not now, then when? One of the ways I've learned to strengthen my focus is through the reset, refresh, realign framework. It gave me an opportunity to reflect on how far I've actually come in life, allowed me to release the negative self talks and to see the vision of how to realign with my heart's desires. Let's walk through them together. Number one, reset your priorities. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me right now? Not next year, not someday, right now. Then ask yourself, Does this set me up for future success? Resetting your priorities is what supports your future success. Number two, refresh your perspective. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Let me say that again. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Focus on meaningful progress rather than consistent activity. Identify what are the top 3 things that need to be taken care of that will make a meaningful difference in my life right now. Then give yourself permission to move your perspective from doing everything to completing things one task at a time. Slow and steady still wins the race. Number 3, realign your energy. What this looks like is protect your attention, protect your peace, protect your purpose. Choose actions that align with your values and goals. Focusing on what you can control allows you to realign your energy. Remember, you are in control of your thoughts, decisions, reactions, actions, and behaviors. It is so vital that you focus on your progress, not your failures. It doesn't matter how long you have not completed your task for. What matters is the time you put in to get the task completed. Count your progress, not your shortcomings. Give yourself permission to set bare minimums to get your new habit started right away. This could look like completing less tasks so you can feel fulfilled and content with your progress, not with perfection. The more you can acknowledge yourself, the better you can nurture yourself and realign with your authentic self on demand. Reset your habits, refresh the way of doing things, and realign with your new sense of self. Now, let's move into today's Blue Rose affirmations. Doing your affirmations will be your private place to celebrate yourself for all the phenomenal things that only you would know to celebrate yourself for. Today's affirmation is I focus my energy on what truly matters to me. Let me repeat that again. I focus my energy on what truly matters to me. Take a deep breath. Allow these words to settle into your mind. Notice what softens up within you. Now, let's repeat the affirmation together, either out loud or quietly to yourself. Really feel it throughout your body. I focus my energy on what truly matters to me. Let your mind remember that you have peace from within. You control your thoughts, decisions, reactions, actions, and behaviors. Let's say this affirmation together once more, slower this time, to allow the cells in your body to take notice and really receive it. I focus my energy on what truly matters to me. Let this affirmation reach you on a soul level. Notice how your mind responds when you allow yourself to receive those words. I want to give you an optional reflection. Grab a journal or a piece of paper and answer these two questions. Number one, do you have the energy to carry out your life's mission? And number two, do you know why you do what you do? The answers to these two questions could be the breakthrough you need to realign your energy and purpose to focus on what truly matters to you. It's time to declare and decree what's important to you so you can start living and thriving in the life you're building. If not now, then when? As we come to a close, here's what to carry with you from today's discussion on focusing on what matters. Focus creates momentum. Attention is one of your greatest assets. Alignment helps you move forward with intention. Next episode, we'll explore overcoming obstacles and turning challenges into growth. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for choosing yourself today. I can't wait to continue this journey with you. Until next time, worthy soul, keep channeling your inner strength. Thank you for tuning in to Channel Your Inner Strength podcast. If today's episode supported you, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to be reminded that they can focus on what truly matters too. Carry today's Blue Rose affirmation with you. I focus my energy on what truly matters to me. Life is all about problems and solutions. It's the way you move through it that ultimately matters. Channeling your inner strength. Have a beautiful day, worthy soul. You absolutely deserve it.